Another video today. I want to make it quick and to the point. So this is about high risk banking. Now, if you're in an industry such as crypto, foreign exchange, gaming, adult, or even offshore, you understand that there is many banking problems. In this video, I'm going to explain to you why, and I'm also going to explain the solutions and how we directly help industries like yours solve these problems every week or sometimes every day. First of all, let me remove my face because it's going to block out the whole presentation. By the way, I am not a master at making presentations, as you can see, but we're going to get on with it anyway. It has all of the information you need. Stay around to the end, you're going to find out everything. So high risk banking. This is a secret war that's going on. Now, the reason why I say that is because getting blacklisted and compliance wars are increasing every single year. And it's funny as well because these industries are also increasing every single year. The banks are going to blacklist you if you're in crypto, forex, gaming, adult, or offshore. Even if you have perfect paperwork, you're still at big risk of getting blacklisted. Let's say even if you have a tier 1 license, it doesn't matter. You're going to get flagged from the start anyway. You're going to face all of the problems we're going to talk about. It's not about winning is not about proving you're legal over here in these industries. It's about being the least risky client in a very risky sector, and there's many ways you can do that with EMIs, PSPs, and different compliances and different jurisdictions, and we're going to talk about everything. One really good way to go about this is assume you're going to get rejected anyway, and then you're going to build a file that is so strong that it passes every single test. And by the way, we're going to build it for you. That's our job. That's what we do. Why the banks are blocking you and how to beat them. So the banks don't really care about your business model. That's not the problem. They fear the AML fines, the bad press, and the regulatory blowback. With this, if your story, your documents, your online presence, and all of your paperwork are not watertight, then you're guilty until proven innocent. In these high-risk industries, that is how the traditional banks view you every time. How to win? Pretty simple. You want clean, consistent websites, social docs, no nominees, no shell companies, proactive compliance prep, make your story impossible to poke holes in. Now, by the way, this is not the case for every single business in every single jurisdiction. This can be very different, and we set you up. Maybe we do set up a shell company and nominees. For now, this is just a general overview. So speak to us directly, depending on your business situation and your individual situation. We'll get you set up properly. Now, the best banking stack for you in 2025 and beyond. Stop chasing the tier 1 banks. You need to build a layered stack. EMIs for your flexibility and speed. PSPs for your revenues, cards, and niche rails. Specialist offshore banks for scale protection and foreign exchange. If you are moving a lot of money and you are deemed a high-risk business or high-risk individual, you might even want to consider trying to buy your own private bank, which is possible. Always have 1 or 2 or 3 accounts, maybe more. Forward Point Solutions are a company which I refer to as FPS within this presentation. Connects you to more than 15 pre-vetted providers globally, and we have many partners all around the globe to help with every part of the video I'm talking about. EMIs, PSPs, banking licenses, AML, KYC. Everything is covered when you work with us. So what gets you approved or rejected? Let's talk about it. So the banks, they want transparent. They want KYC, UBO, no nominee games, real clean source of funds, simple business model that matches your online footprint. Remember, this is all on the book stuff. And also let me plug in that this is not legal or financial advice. This is just me talking about high-risk industries, talking about high-risk banking. That's all it is. Of course, like I already said, custom up-to-date compliance docs, all of this, visual with the money flowing in and out purpose. Pro tip, build a 1-page bank pack for every new provider. Background check the directors before you apply. At Forward Point Solutions, we help every single step of the way, ensuring that full compliance is met. Let's give it a deep dive into each of the sectors. So crypto, foreign exchange, gaming, and adult. So with crypto, you'll use regulatory EMIs and PSPs, not a random crypto bank, no way. VASP and CASP licenses, legal opinions, audit trail, strict AML and KYC. I've said it 5 times, but I'll say it again. We help with every step of the way. We don't just point you to one person or whatever, we will handle it for you. Segregated client accounts, multi-jurisdictional setup. Being in a good jurisdiction can help so much with all of this. It can be really worth it, especially if you're scaling your business and you want secure options for the next few years and not just right now. Full compliance packs and direct onboarding, not just intros with us. Foreign exchange and pop trading. Again, EMIs with multi-currency client money accounts, regulated license, FCA, CYSEC, offshore, all of that good stuff, audited statements, splitting the licensing and the ops, documenting all the trading flow, MT5, MT4 support. We just help you with everything. We've said it again and again and again. Adult entertainment, again, very high risk. So the merchant processors, offshore EMIs, all of that. Age and content checks, chargeback management, payout segregation, card scheme compliance, strong moderation policies. And again, we will help with the compliance docs and the layered payout structure. Online gaming, iGaming industry, online casinos, all of that nice stuff, all of that fun stuff. Gaming authority license, segregated player accounts. You want gaming-friendly PSPs, API-linked merchant wallets. A lot of AML scrutiny, so be ready for ongoing reviews, show controls. So some hard truths on how to survive in these high-risk sectors when looking for banking. Easy banking is a myth. First of all, it's pretty much a myth for anyone these days, so especially if you're in a high-risk industry. Shortcuts get shut down. When you do something, you need to do it correct. You need to do it with compliance. You need to do it with a business like Forward Point Solution, who's going to help you every step of the way. Now, a real leverage is having your relationship, your redundancy, and speed in check. Be a low-maintenance, proactive client. Have docs ready as soon as possible. If one account closes, you have backup accounts to keep you alive. I wanted this video to be nice, quick, and to the point. If you have more questions or you need a specific review on your company or your banking situation, just DM me below, either by Telegram, Instagram, or through my company email. To be straight up, Forward Point Solutions equals your advantage. Real results, real leverage right now. You understand that there is a lot of privacy here. I cannot give you direct people, direct businesses who have worked with us, but I can tell you we've been doing this for over 15, 20 years. We are a strategy partner, not a form filler. Many banking and EMI relationships by vertical and risk profile. We handle in the onboarding, the live compliance, backup plans, direct line to the decision makers who work with crypto clients who have been onboarded after many rejections. Adult and gaming clients, we've been banking with them for years. High net worth individuals, protected, scale and exited. Dozens of happy high risk clients. If you want a real review, DM me below. All of the information is below. Again, it is very sensitive being a high risk industry in 2025 with all of the AML and the KYC, and we do not expect that to slow down anytime soon. So make sure you get everything in check. DM me below and we can help you from today. Thank you very much.